This is the story of my 6-year-old daughter, Riley. She was a good girl, but one day she started acting strangely. One day at dawn, she suddenly looked out the window and started howling like a wolf. When I asked why, she said that there was a wolf spirit outside and she was talking with the wolf. "Mom, the wolf says that our house is where dead souls gather." I got goosebumps, but I just passed it over, thinking it wouldn't be a big deal. But even after that, this same thing happened again and again. Suddenly, she looked into the air and talked to someone, drew a strange-looking monster on her notebook, and said it was her friend. The monster was a very terrifying creature with 6 eyes and 6 limbs that looked as if 3 humans were combined together. And it possibly could not have been drawn by a 6-year-old. I tried to scold her, and I tried to talk her out of it, but she never got better. One day, on my way to work, I told her that I would be coming in late because I need to work overtime. Then she said, "Mom, I have so many friends at home, so I'm not lonely." I ended up taking her to a psychiatrist, but even the doctor couldn't figure out exactly why she was behaving like this. Then one day, she suddenly handed me some bread and asked me to eat it. The moment I picked up the bread and put it in my mouth, I recognized that something red was all over the bread. I asked in surprise, "Sweetie, what is this?" She said, "It's hamster blood. Kevin told me to give it to you." My heart sank, and I looked at the hamster cage in her room and found that the hamster was dead. I was so shocked and angry, so I grabbed her and yelled, "Who is Kevin? Why are you doing this?" I yelled at the top of my lungs, and she pointed to the wall next to me and said, "That's Kevin. His jaw is down to the ground and his mouth is 5 feet wide. He's looking at you and drooling, and his saliva is like jelly. And Kevin's mouth is full of dead animals and dead people because he can't digest anything since he has no organs. He says he wants to eat you too." I got goosebumps, grabbed her hand, and ran out of the house right away. Then I got in the car and sped like crazy until I got to a Catholic church in the neighborhood. I frantically searched for the priest and explained everything without hesitation. Then the priest thought for a moment and said, "Your daughter has made friends with sinister spirits. Your daughter won't get hurt, but the people around her will be in danger. I will say my prayers for Riley." The priest held her and prayed the rosary for a long time, and she mocked the prayer or shouted it at the priest in an unknown language. I was really embarrassed and couldn't believe all this, but there was no other way, so I continued to visit the priest after that. After visiting the church dozens of times, surprisingly, Riley gradually came back to normal. She no longer stared into space, talked to herself, or did anything strange. I was so happy, and now my family could live a normal life. I didn't go to the church anymore, and after a few months like that, one day, Riley looked into the air again and shouted, "Mom, the priest is here!" I was surprised and asked her, "The priest? Why is he here?" Then Riley pointed into the air, and there was nothing she was pointing at, and she said with a bright smile, "Here he is in Kevin's mouth."